it until last time. Yeah.
Right.
So you can continue the rest. Yeah.
Okay, can. All right. So before I start, right, let's do some self-introduction. My name is Celine, and I started as an intern under Andrew last year around September, and I'm currently waiting to graduate from Temasek Poly. And while I was having intern, right, I was involved in website designing, website development, digital marketing, like running Google Ads and Facebook Ads, as well as some admin stuff, and also organizing events. Yeah. So I'll just explain about what DNS records is. So I'm sure that earlier on, Andrew had mentioned about what domain and web hosting is, right? Yeah, so basically you can get a domain from providers like Namecheap or domain.com, and web hosting from Siteground and Awesome Site, which provides you the space for you to store your website and maintain it basically. Yeah, so the domain providers, right, like the Namecheap actually also provide web hosting services. However, from our experience, web hosting providers like Siteground and Awesome Site actually provide better support in terms of like if we have any questions, or if suddenly our website crash, they'll get back to us faster. And yeah, so actually we prefer to work with web hosting providers instead. Yeah, so it's actually important for people like us who are not very familiar with technical stuff to like have these web hosting providers to help us with our website designing and maintaining. Yeah. So domain sites like Namecheap actually does not provide such services, but a lot of us like obviously want to have better deals and cheaper alternative. So actually, if you buy domains from Namecheap, it's actually 20% cheaper than you buy domains from SiteGround. Yeah, so that's why normally we buy our domain from Namecheap instead of sorry, instead of like on SiteGround directly lah. Yeah, so I forget to mention, like if any part of time you don't understand, or like you have any question, just unmute and voice out lah. Or if not, you can just write in the chat box. Yeah. Okay, so there's like two options to how you can point your website to. So firstly, you can use the SiteGround name saver. So it's like you buy directly from the SiteGround itself, or you can point from your domain website. Like for example, Namecheap. So it can be it feels a bit confusing, right? But later I'll explain to you in more details. Like I'll show you the example and how you can direct it from the domain to your web hosting. Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you. Yeah, domain. Okay, so how you can what this name saver thing is, right? Is basically like an address where you tell the domain where you want your visitor to go to. Yeah, so for example, Namecheap is your provider, and you need to give them an address for them to point your domain to, like basically, because you bought a domain from them, right? They actually don't know where you want to park your domain in. Like they don't know like which web hosting services you're actually using. So you need to provide them with this um, address or postal code for them to know where to direct your domain to lah, basically. Yeah, so in layman terms, right, it's like, let's say you want to go to someone's house, and the first thing you will ask is definitely what's your address or what's your postal code. Yeah, so in this context, this name saver is just basically like a postal code, which helps people in the internet to know where to direct the visitor to when they want to visit a certain domain. Yeah. So now still okay, right? I hope so. Yeah, okay. So both the IP of your website and your SiteGround name servers are visible on the dashboard of your site tools. And now I'll show you how to find this name server on SiteGround. Okay, so let me just switch the screen. Yeah, so you can see like I'm on a SiteGround page. And firstly, you need to go to Site Tools. And then you scroll down, right, you will see this name server. Yeah, so this is actually the address or the postal code that you need to there's the address lah that you need to give the domain to direct your visitors to. Yeah, so after you find this address, right, you just have to copy this. And let's say you are buying from Main-Trip. I'm actually on our account already. So you can go to dashboard under account. And let's say you want to point this address. So I go under manage. Then you can just paste it here. Yeah, so it's just as simple as this. And after 24 hours, you will auto direct the domain, and then you can just start building your website from there. Yeah. Okay. For now, that's all for DNS. I hope things are more clear. Yeah, if any questions, just ask, okay? Yeah, okay, so moving on, I'll be talking about CMS platforms. So CMS is just it stands for Content Management System, which allows you to control and manage your content in your website without any HTML knowledge, which is like a programming knowledge lah. So don't worry if you don't have any coding experience. So actually this kind of like WordPress or what is to help you to design your website without having any coding experience. Yeah. So we did some research, and the top 6 software that's used to develop website is actually WordPress. So throughout this whole workshop, right, we will focus mainly on WordPress alone. Yeah, it's the most popular and the most easy to use one. Okay, so I'm not sure you can see what's the bottom of the screen where it shows some percentage, right? Statistics. Yeah, so it shows that WordPress is also the most widely used website lah. I mean plugin, yeah. So can tell that it's really a good tool for you, and can actually use this to build a website and to improve your business processes. Yeah. Okay, so actually these are some of the web hosting tools that we use. So we have Awesome Site and Siteground. So currently we're actually using Awesome Site, but previously we were using Siteground. But why we changed to Awesome Site was because like we had too much website and data that Awesome Site wasn't able to hold us lah. So we switched over to Awesome Site. And also Awesome Site is a Singapore brand. Yeah, brand. So like we all the data will be stored in Singapore. That's why we choose to work with this Awesome Site as well. Yeah, but I'll suggest like if you know that you only have if you only want to have one website, then you can just get a startup plan. But if you think that you're gonna have a lot of website or domains, then you can choose the Grow Big one. Yeah, for Siteground. Yeah. Okay, so moving on, I'll be talking about plugins where you can use to create your website, like what kind of plugin you can edit text, edit pictures, add in pictures and all into the website. So currently you can see the top 5. The first one is actually Divi, and it's actually what we are using right now. It's the most user-friendly plugin, and it's really, really easy to use. Yeah. So actually it has an average rating of 5 out of 5, which is actually not easy to get it lah, considering there's over 1 million users for it. Yeah, so actually on the day 3 of this workshop, I'll be going in more details about how to use the functions of Divi to create and design your website. Yeah. Okay, so this one, nothing much. Okay, so let's move on to SSL. So when you buy a domain, right, it's good to buy with a SSL certificate as well. So actually this SSL certificate, right, is like a security tool that proves that your website is safe to enter. I'm not sure if you have noticed it. Whenever you enter a website, right, you could see it at the side, at the left side, you will see like a log thing. Yeah, so that log, if there's a log, right, it means that the website is safe. and it's like unlocked as if it's not locked, that means it's not unsafe lah. Yeah. So most of the web hosting services actually provide free SSL, like Awesome Site and Siteground. Normally when you buy the package, it comes along for free as well. Yeah, so later on I'll show you how to activate it later. Yeah, so for Awesome Site, you can see all these packages as free SSL certificate. Yeah, so it actually shows how important it is lah. Okay, so for e-commerce platform, e-commerce is basically the third-party shopping site that you can use to sell your stuff using their website, such as BigCommerce, Shopify, 3D Cart, and so on. So you can actually use this company to host your sales and promotions in the company, but they will actually charge you a fee. Yeah, so we actually used WooCommerce to put out our products in our own website. And the reason is because WooCommerce is actually a free plugin for WordPress. Yeah, so after you download WordPress, right, you can actually just use the plugin for free. The others, I think you have to pay if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay, I never used before, so I only can talk about WooCommerce. Okay, so this is an example of our website, Breakfast Provident, and you can see right here there's a log. So if it shows that we are SSL certified. Yeah, so actually this page is about Sompo Insurance. So what we did was to work with one of the third-party shopping site to redirect the link. So how it works that customers who want to purchase, right, they'll come here into this website, and then when they click, they'll be redirected to Sompo's page itself. Yeah, so that's how we actually use third-party shopping site to promote our products and sales lah. And this is another example of a wealth coach. So actually Andrew is actually author. So he put his books up for sales in his website as well. Yeah, so actually he used a Simply Cart plugin to put up the sales of the book. And it's actually free and it's quite reliable. So people can actually pay using credit card online, like Visa and all, to order his book online. Yeah. Okay, next I'll be talking about the e-commerce payment gateway. So basically, this is very important, as you know, like we always use mobile payments nowadays, right? There's not much cash and all. So like there's like Apple Pay, Grab Pay, and all, FacePay and all. Yeah, so I think the question that we normally ask is that who will be the cheapest if you want to work with a payment gateway? Like who will be more expensive? So generally, all these mobile payments will charge you 6%. So for every $1 you earn, you will have to pay them 60 cents back. So this one you have to really consider carefully, as it might affect your profit margins. Yeah, so you take into more consideration. Yeah, so this one is about to back up your website. So after you create WordPress, later on I'll be telling you how to activate a WordPress in the web hosting and to start creating a page for your website. Yeah. So it's actually important for you to also back up your website, that in case if the web page like crash or anything, you can still recover. Yeah, so within the WordPress itself, right, they have this function called a WP, back it up, where they will help you to schedule backups and run backups. So you don't have to worry whenever like things suddenly go wrong, and then like all your effort gone and all, you know what I mean? Yeah. So later I'll just show you also like what is this website backup about. And web page migration. So actually, what this means is how you want to move your website to another page. And actually previously, as I mentioned, we actually used Siteground, then we moved to Awesome Site, right? So actually what we had to do was to migrate all of our websites to Awesome Site. But actually we got help from the awesome site person to help us to move the websites over. So this actually shows like how the web hosting services is actually really good. And so you don't need to worry if you encounter any problems. You can actually just seek help from them from the help desk. So actually, Andrew, if you got anything to add, you can just add on also. Yeah. Okay. So actually, I didn't expect you to be so fast, but I think we can just continue on lah. Do you guys need any break? No? Yes? No. Okay, I'll carry on. Okay, so now I'll be talking about the cPanel. So the cPanel is actually like what you can find in the what do you call? Sorry, the web hosting. Yeah, for example, like Siteground, and I'll be telling you about the important functions and the things that you should be aware of, such as like these few things lah, like directing the domain, adding new domains or subdomains, and installing WordPress and etc. Okay, so now I'll be toggling between the slides and the Siteground lah. So you just let me know if you are unable to see clearly or what. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how many of you actually watched the video that we sent out. Yeah. So actually, in the video itself, we also talk about Siteground, but actually, I think Siteground changed and update the interface, so it's now more. So there's a change lah. I'll just walk you through the changes of the interface. Yeah. Okay, so when you come in, right, this is actually like, okay, I'll show you how to go to the cPanel first. Okay, a moment. When you log into Siteground, right, you will first come into this homepage. So how you get into the cPanel is you go to Site Tools. It will appear here. And all this, right, is actually like the functions that you will be using whenever you come into this web hosting website. Yeah, so as mentioned before, this is where you can get your name savers whenever you buy a domain and when you want to direct your domain to Siteground. Okay, so for the first one is directing domain. So I'll show you how, just now as I mentioned before, it's like how we copy and paste the name saver over to here. Yeah. So basically it just as that, it's like as easy as it sounds like. Yeah, so you don't have to worry too much like if you don't know how to do it lah. Or you just copy and pasting skills. Just need to know where to find the correct information only. Yeah. Okay, then adding new domains and subdomains. So for subdomains, right, you can go under domains and you can see here. Okay, so you go under subdomains. So what subdomains does is, for example, you want to save money and you just want to have one domain. For example, in this case, megaoil.sg lah. Okay, so this is my main domain, and this subdomain, let's say I want to create a testing out. Okay, testing.megaoil.sg. So basically this, when you create a subdomain, right, you can actually create a new website for it. Yeah, so you can see, this one can just, sorry. Yeah, so you can see like it's already added in. Okay, so this where you can just delete if you don't want it anymore. Yeah, so subdomains is okay, yeah. So it's already created. So when you use subdomains, right, you can create a new website and you can basically, it's like add on to your main domain. Yeah. So it's quite useful lah if you want to have like promotion activities and all. Okay, so now I will move on to telling you what is redirecting. Okay, so domain redirects. Okay, so this domain redirect, right, is actually quite useful if you want to put your website under maintenance. Okay, let's say Mega Oil, right, the website, we want to change the whole thing, change the design, change everything. But it won't be nice if you just pause the website and take it down from the site. Then your visitors wouldn't be able to. Sorry, yeah. I have a question. Do we have to pay additional fees for subdomain? Oh no, we don't have to pay additional fees. That's why I say if you want to save money, we normally will just use the subdomain. Yeah. If it's under the same company lah, it's under the same website that you are thinking of. Okay, so back to the redirect. Okay, so for redirect, if you want to put your main website under maintenance, you can actually create a temporary website, and you can actually redirect your visitors who want to visit Mega Oil into this new website. Okay, then let's say you already have this website done, so it's like a substitute for your main website. Okay, so I'll just show you like how it is done. Okay, let's say I'll change Mega Oil domain to reverse forbidden domain. You have to make sure put HTTPS. Yeah. So you can choose either permanent or temporary. So permanent means that the site will just point to there forever. And then temporary means, for example, you have promotion that's going to only last for 1 month. Let's say during June holidays, it's going to be just a 1 month promotion. You can actually just direct whenever people visit Mega Oil, you can just direct them to like a promotion website of Mega Oil. Yeah, so whenever they enter, right, it will just be brought into the temporary website. And then once it's done, you can just remove from here. Yeah, but I won't create because like actually now it's active active website so it won't be nice if I suddenly do it. Yeah. Okay, so that's the function of the redirecting and installing WordPress. Okay, so now I'll show you how to install WordPress. You can see here, it's at the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th button where you can see install and manage. So you press into it, you can just choose the WordPress, and when you select it, you can actually choose which domain you want to set up the WordPress for. So just now actually created a testing site, right? So I can actually just select this and install with WordPress data, and they will ask you to enter a username and email. So username and password. Okay, so what this means, right, is actually whenever you want to edit your website, right, you have to enter these two informations before you can enter into the WordPress interface to make any changes that you want. So now just randomly choose something. Sorry. Okay, then the email you can just say like admin at testing123 dot megaoil dot sg. Yeah, this one you can just untick it. Then you just click install. It'll take around like I think 2 minutes for it to load. Yeah, so for now I hope that's still okay. I still can understand. If you guys need me to go back to any point, just let me know also. Yeah, so it's actually installed, and now you can see like there's admin panel or the visit site, right? Okay, so you click to admin panel, it will bring you to like this WordPress site. Sorry, not this. Okay, anyway, so when you create, right, it will be shown here that it's already created. Yeah, so that's how you create your WordPress. Yeah. Okay, so let's say you forget your password, right? When you want to enter your website. So you can actually come back to your Siteground and you see this three button, you can just click and you can actually just update your admin password. Yeah. Then after that, when you confirm it, then you'll refresh, right? You'll be changed. The password will be changed. Okay, so this is similar to the backup that I mentioned before, but the backup that I mentioned before is for WordPress. Yeah, and this one is for the Siteground itself, where it backups all of your website. Okay, so how you go there is to go to security and go on the backups. Yeah, so you can actually just key in, like, for example, if you want to go under maintenance on your website, but then you don't want to lose whatever information you have previously. So you can just say website version 1 or something that you can remember lah. Hit create. But this one actually is only available for other plans, because this plan actually we bought it as a startup one. This plan. Let me show you. We bought the startup plan, so it doesn't include like a lot of things lah. So that's why I would recommend you to do the Grow Big one. Okay, so basically that's how we store the website. Then for website encryption, so remember just now I talked about the Ssl certification, right? Yeah, so now I'll show you how to set up. So same thing is under security, and you can just go under SSL manager, and you can see like Mega Oil is actually activated. Yeah, so actually if I'm not wrong, they will actually automatically help you to install already the SSL. But in any case, if it doesn't show that the site is certified, you can actually just select a domain here, and then you can select as encrypt. I cannot enter here because it's already embedded in lah. Yeah, so you can check. It's actually active. Yeah, and one more thing, right? You know, whenever you enter a website, right? Sometimes they will have a HTTP, and sometimes they will not have a HTTP. So my recommendation is to enforce HTTP. So how you can do this is to just on this button here. Yeah, so what this does is when you enter, like for example, someone enter testing.mega or -g, right? It will be changed to http dot / testing dot mega or -g. So this actually prove that the website is more safe. Yeah, so actually you will have a better reputation when people visits your website, and it protects the data in the site itself, especially if you want to collect personal details in particulars. Other than SSL, are there any security platforms or apps? For now, I only experience using SSL, so I'm not sure about other security platforms or apps that you can actually use. Yeah. Okay. So there's actually other security functions that you can use within the Siteground itself. So actually you can use a site scanner. So what this site scanner does is to help you to do DD scans for your websites that you created. So if there's any potential threats or like people are attacking your website, right, they can help you to actually track, and they will alert you, and you can be alerted to quickly defend your website from any attacks. Yeah, and they also give you scheduled reports about how your website is doing, and immediate alerts like what I said before. Yeah, so all these securities are actually implemented so that you can have a more secured website and be not vulnerable to like cyber attacks and all. Yeah, so you can tell that actually Siteground has really tight security lah. So you don't have to worry if you were to sign to Siteground. Okay, so next, right, I'll be talking about domain emails. So I'm sure some of you, most of you use Gmail or Hotmail, right? But sometimes you can see like some of the emails got like business name one. Like for example, Mega Oil. We have like what, for example, celine.megaoil.sg. So like we'll be teaching you how to create such emails under this business name and how to embed it to your Gmail account so that you can send out emails using the identity and not just the Celine dot and what gmail.com lah, that anyone can use to create. So it actually give you helps your client to have a better identity, to better identify you online. Yeah. Okay, so you can actually scroll down. You can see this email. So you press your email, right? You go to accounts. Then it will bring you to this interface. And currently you have all these accounts lah. Okay, then let's say I want to create a training email account. So I put a training at megaoil.sg, and the password I can just set any password that you like lah. You can remember. So after you create, right? Yeah, that's a question, I think. Oh, I think Andrew just sent in a number of plugins for the site scanning for security. You can actually, okay, I'll just click in the, yeah. So I think there's also this all-in-one WP security and firewall plugin that you can use to secure your platform as well. So actually there's a lot of other plugin that you can explore, and we are just using some of it lah. So you can explore more when you have your WordPress activated. Yeah. Okay, back to the domain. Back to the email. Okay, so when you create, right, you can see that it's already created here. Yeah. And you can change your password here and all lah. So this quota thing that you see, right, like 0 MB and all, right, or it's actually the maximum space that you can use, and it's it depends on the type of plan that you have with the hosting lah. If you buy a more expensive plan, then you have a larger space and larger quota that you can use. Yeah. Okay, so before I show you how to link your Gmail, link this email to your Gmail account, right? I'll just go through what forwarders are and what autoresponders are. Okay, so what forwarders and autoresponders do, right, is, for example, my colleague is on leave on this period of time, let's say 1 week, and then like let's say she's an admin, and then she cannot afford not reading any incoming messages. So what she can do is to forward those people's email into my inbox so that I can help her to read and help her to engage these people who emailed her lah. Okay, so let's say forward all messages sent to, okay, let's say this is my colleague email, then Mega on. sorry, this is it's a Ken email. Okay, let's say Ken, right? My colleague is on leave. So whatever messages that goes into his inbox, I want it all to be forwarded to my email address, which is, let's see, that's not the one I created. training@megaoil.sg. Okay. Okay, so after I create, okay, so you can see that's already created. So this means that whatever messages that is sent to Ken will be all forwarded into this email address. Okay, so moving on to autoresponders. So what this autoresponders does is, for example, I'm a client, then I want to send an email to Ken asking, let's say, for a meeting. But then Ken can't make it, right? I mean, Ken is away. So supposedly he cannot read the message. So what we can do is to send an auto response that says that I'm currently away and I'll get back to you within like what 3 working I'll get my colleague to get back to you within 3 working days or something like that. Yeah, auto response away from work or something like that. Yeah, hi, thanks for your email, blah blah. Then I'm currently away. I get my colleague to get back to you soon. Something like that lah. So you can actually select the date and the time. So example, if you know when you will be taking leave and when you will come back, you can just select. You can say I'm taking leave on 25th. Then I come back on 31st. Okay, so this means that within this time frame, right, whatever emails that come to you, right, this email will be auto generated to be sent to the person who sent the email to you. Yeah, so these hours, wait something hours before sending auto response. So this means that when you first receive the email from the client, right, how many hours do you want to wait before you send this auto response back to them? Yeah, so normally, right, you'll put like 1 or 2 hours lah. Yeah, so you create, right, will be shown here. It'll be scheduled. So it shows 25th. So starting from tomorrow, if anyone email to this account, right, they will receive the auto response that we just created early on. Yeah. So far still okay, right? Okay. I take silence as yes. Okay, so now we'll move on to linking the email to a Gmail account. I'll log into the Gmail account first. Just give me a while. Okay, so this is actually the main Gmail account that we have. So it's like megaoil.gmail.com. Okay, so remember just now that we actually created an account, right? An email account, which is training@megaoil.sg. Okay, so now I'll show you how to embed this account into the Gmail account. So what I can do is that you go to these settings, like this logo, then just go to see all settings. Then after that, you go under accounts and import. Yeah, then you can see send mail as and check mail from other accounts. Okay, so firstly, right, you have to add the email account first. Okay, so can you see something pop up? Like this yellow color thing? Or cannot? Can I see it? I can see. Okay, can. Wait lah. Give a moment. I'm trying to find the. How can they change the interface that I don't know where? Can I find the things? I stopped share for a while. I think you guys can go on a 5 minutes break first. Then we come back at like 2:50. Yeah. I hope everyone's back. I'll just continue. Okay. So where I left off was over here about linking the email to the Gmail. Okay, so you have to add an email, the email that I created, the training.megaoil.sg into here first. So I press add a mail account. I think you can see, right? Yeah. So I type in the one that I created, training.megaoil.sg. Press links. Where's the email? Oh, sorry. Type the wrong one. Just copy and paste, easier. Okay. After you press next, then you will say import emails from my other accounts, POP3. So it's like this. Then you press next. And then you come into this interface where you can see like port something, then pop server. So where you can get all this information, right, is in the Siteground itself, where you created. Remember when I created the email account, right? It appeared here. So how you can get the info is you go to these three buttons and you press log into webmail. Yeah, then you'll be brought into this page. Then you go under the mail configuration and you go under manual settings. So you can see all this information here, right? So like, you will need this information to actually link this account into your Gmail account. Yeah. So earlier on, we were looking at POP3. So we're actually doing the incoming server for the Gmail account. Okay, so the POP3 is actually 995, right? So when you go back to here, you can choose 995. You have to make sure that it's matching the manual setup of the Siteground information lah. Yeah. So the username, usually I just follow the email address that I created. And the password is the one you created previously when I create this account. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So it's okay. Then you see this thing, right? You also can check whether does it corresponds with the one given here. So over here it says megaoil.sg, so you copy also and you paste. Yeah. Okay, so you see these four box, right? You should only tick the middle two. So what this means, right? Leave a copy of. Oh, okay, sorry. Now we start in. Let me see how I can okay. You couldn't see, right? Okay, I'll start over. Okay, so when you click on this mail account, you should see the yellow color pop up, right? Can you see now? Okay, great. All right, so as I said earlier on, like the training one, the one that I just created, you can just copy and paste the name of the email. And press X. After that, you click on the import emails from my other account. So this is actually creating an incoming server to your Gmail account. Yeah. Okay, so normally I'll just name it the same as my email address. And the password is the one that I created earlier on with on the Siteground one. Yeah, the same password they used. Yeah, so as I mentioned, this is where you can get the informations to fill out these things, like this line in particular. Yeah, so you have to look at the POP3 port, which is 995 in this case. So you change to 995. And here you have to also make sure that it's same as the incoming server address, which is megaoil.sg. Yeah, and you can see these four chat box, right? So normally I will just take the normal two, in the middle one. Okay, so what the first one means, right? If a copy of retrieved message on the server, it means that we will get a copy of like the emails that sent to this account basically. But actually it's not necessary, because what I want is like the email itself. Yeah, so that's why I didn't check the copy message for it. Yeah, and then this for the SSL, to make sure that it's a secure connection, that the email is secured, and also to label incoming messages. So what this means, right, is when you go into your Gmail, right, you can see all this labeled, right? Yeah, so it means that when I check that, you'll create a training at megaoil.sg. So when you click in, you can just check emails that are sent into this account individually. Yeah. Then the last one is archive incoming message, skipping the inbox. So it means that whenever you receive an email under this address, right, you will not show up in your main inbox, like this inbox. Instead, it will only show up in your labeled inbox, which is something that I normally don't want, because I want to see everything, like the new updates in like the main inbox, right? Yeah, so that's why normally I will just leave it unchecked. Now add an account. So far still okay, right?
A bit lost.
Which part it lost?
It's okay, then you can carry on first.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I sign up. I think I need to like redo it. Okay, a moment. Oh, change added already. You can see that it's already added into the list, right? Like it's here. Okay, so after that, after you do this, right, you have to go up and this send mail as. So what this means is that you can, when you log in into this Gmail, right, you can actually use this identity that you just created to send out emails. Yeah. Okay, so for example, right, you compose, then you can, if you click on this, right, there's a drop down. So you can actually change the identity and type the email address lah. Yeah, so I'll show you how to do it. So under send mail as, you go at, click on this, add another email address. And it's the one that we created, so training@megaoil.sg. And treat it as an alias. And next step. All this also you have to go back to the information that it can be found here. Okay, so the SMTP server is the outgoing server, SMT port. So if you are confused, right, you don't know which number to take, right, just look at this one and just match according to like the configuration stated here. Yeah, so the server is megaoil.sg and the port is 4465. Okay, let's click. And the username is training@megaoil.sg and the password is the same. Yeah, so this one, just click on the SSL, which is the recommended one, and you will add an account. Yeah, so after that, when you add the account, right, you'll be brought into this page where they ask like they'll send you an email with confirmation code sent to this. And to continue and to add the email address successfully into the main one, right, you have to click on a confirmation email or to enter a confirmation code. So what to do now is you go back to your Gmail and you refresh it. Normally it will take some time to generate the code lah. So you just have to wait for a while. Yeah, so it's sent to here. So what you can do is to just click on this link and you click on, it's either you copy the code or you click into this link. Then you just confirm. And you return to your Gmail. Yeah, then you should be able to see. Yeah, so it's created here, training@mega.sg. Yeah, so you can just send emails using this identity. Yeah, so just now who say confused? Who was the one who is confused? Sorry, I didn't. Anyone have any questions so far? No questions. Any questions? If not, then are there limits to the number of emails? There are no limits, but like I say just now, right? Oh, let me share screen again. Like just now when I was creating the email, you can see the quota, like the MB spaces. Yeah, actually there's no limit per se. It really depends on the plan that you buy. Yeah. Any more questions? If not, right, actually day one has been completed lah. Yay. Okay, so for day two, right, you have some assignment which is by optional lah. So let's say if you already created you have a domain, you have web hosting, you can actually just explore the WordPress website and to understand and practice the cPanel and install Siteground or DB for the next lesson. Yeah, actually, since we got time, right, I wanted to show you the interface for Awesome Site as well. Because earlier on, I was just using for Siteground, right? So in case like some of you choose to want to purchase the package from Siteground, I can show you the interface. Yeah, so basically Awesome Site, right, when you enter in, you will be brought to your portal home, which is this area. So you can find your domains here, all the domains that registered here. After that, how you get into your cPanel page is to go to service and click on the main domain. You can see the shortcuts. Yeah, it'll give you cPanel. So everything is here. It's the same. All the functions are the same, just the interface is different only. Yep. Okay, so before I end, right, actually, for those who really wants to create your own website and develop your own website, right, I would really suggest you to buy DB Builder to create a website. So for now, this is actually the pricing for DB. And actually, if you were to, if you're interested to purchase this plugin, right, you can actually scan this QR code and get a promo code for SiteGround and DB through Andrew's account. Yeah, so I'll give some time if you want to do it. Yeah, then we'll contact you again about the pricing and how we go about it, giving you the promo code. Yeah. Andrew, do you have anything to add on?
No, nothing. It's quite early today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be a long day.
Day 3 also.
Yeah. We studied early than what we expected. Actually, like what I share about on the day 3, right, is going to be a day where you need to really take actions. Yeah. Uh, you don't have to actually um, buy anything. Yeah, you already have a website, right? It's good to actually start with it. If there are a lot of options in the website, whether it's with hosting or domain provider, they are plentiful. So I think if it's possible, go and get something that within your budget. It's not going to be expensive. I think we show, right? Domain name maybe is $10-$20 for a year. Web hosting, they actually even charge you in a per month basis a few dollars. Yeah. So if you are using it for trial or for training purpose, it's not going to cost you any money. Yeah. So the QR code that Celine show, right, is in case if you all want, we can actually assist you. Otherwise, I think please feel free to go and source yourself. Yeah. Don't need to. It's better that you don't go through us because I mean, think about it, if you are going to make money from a few dollars from that thing, where might as well don't do, right? Yeah. So we are not making any business from here. Yeah. Okay. Just in case you thought, hey, yeah, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. But I think that um, this is the this is the fourth time that we conduct this, and one of the observation that I saw is actually a lot of people never take actions. So basically, they just come here and maybe they thought this is a entertainment platform where they just listen and then they take actions. If you listen and then you don't learn and you don't put into practice, you don't learn anything. Learning only take place when you take actions, right? So if there is no actions, there is no learning. So this might become an entertainment session for you. Yeah, I hope we are not here to entertain people. Yeah, so it's best that you actually do something. Yeah, yeah. So it's up to you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I think actually they won't have ended, and if you have any questions, actually you can just stay back and I can go through again with you if you like. Yeah. If not, you guys can actually be free to leave.
So there are a few questions that was in the chat. So have you answered already?
Yeah, I answered them.
Okay, can.
Can we start our website for free?
For free? Who's that?
Paying.
Paying. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We'll give you a promo code. Yeah, who want to have a website for free? I buy the domain, I buy a hosting for you. But yeah, you have to work according to my expectations for 2 months. Then at the end of it, I'll take over the website. So I don't mind paying the hosting and the domain. It's very cheap. But your manpower is very expensive. You're going to work for next 2 months for the website. Yeah, I don't mind, man. Yeah, it's going to be very cheap for me to get a free designer for 2 months. For spending what, $50 or $100? I don't mind doing that. Okay, so okay, I think Paying is just trying, just yeah.
I have a domain but did not develop it for years. I probably wants to use it for informational purpose.
Yeah, then I think having a domain, you probably need to get a hosting also. Yeah. having a domain name doesn't help. You need hosting to host the informations. That's where you actually log into a hosting and then start installing the WordPress and then start doing the web development. So you get a web hosting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you all. We'll do it on Friday then. Yeah. We will upload the YouTube. So yeah, y'all can go and watch the YouTube.
Is it
Okay.
just develop a site to launch? Yeah, basically the web hosting is for you to develop the website, design it, and to launch it on the internet lah. And to also hold all the websites that you have and the domain.
Yeah. Okay. Celine, I need to go for my appointment, my meeting.
Can.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye. See
Bye.
you tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you guys all tomorrow. You all can join back the same link for tomorrow as well. If nothing else, I'll just end the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.